Tonight, a News 6 viewer says remarks made by Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd were insensitive.
The comments were made yesterday morning during a radio interview. News 6's Eric Sandoval spoke with that viewer and the sheriff's office tonight. So, Eric, what are they saying?
Well, this viewer actually contacted us after he heard the sheriff on the radio, and he said the sheriff used the phrase cotton picking hands in telling a story about a black teen who was arrested. Now, we got a hold of that radio interview, and we asked the sheriff tonight what he had to say about it.
He goes up onto a porch and steals a bicycle.
Sheriff Grady Judd's interview was broadcast on WPCV radio in Lakeland on Wednesday. He tells the story of a black teen who was recently arrested for stealing that bike.
Keep your cotton picking sticky hands off people's property.
Cotton picking sticky hands. It's his words saying it.
Tony Corletto says he has a problem with that phrase. He says he was in his car taking his daughter to school when they heard Judd on the radio.
I couldn't believe that a man that is supposed to have his posture and with his level of authority is saying a racial slur like that on the radio for everyone to hear.
We took Corletto's concerns about Judd's use of that phrase to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. A spokesperson responded, saying the sheriff is heard by hundreds of thousands of people through TV, the radio, and during public speaking events every week. And he's absolutely certain of one thing, that despite his best efforts to the contrary, someone somewhere may misunderstand what he says.
You listen to it after school.
That's not enough for Corletto, who says he's turned Judd's comments into a teaching moment for his 6-year-old.
Admit to what you said, oh no, be a man, and just say you're sorry.
Now, the Polk County Sheriff's Office said Sheriff Judd did not know the teenager was black when he used that phrase. Corletto says that doesn't matter. He says the phrase in and itself is hurtful.
Now, Eric, there are a lot of people probably watching right now saying they grew up hearing that phrase a lot.
It's used a lot.
Yeah.
You may hear it on the streets a lot. And I actually talked to a UCF linguist about this tonight, guys. She said, you know, if you think of Bugs Bunny cartoons, they said it in Bugs Bunny cartoons. And she said that, you know, as funny as it may be and as colloquial as it may be, she said it does originate from slaves who picked cotton. So that's the origin of it. And actually, she did a deep dive for us on this. We put more of what she said on our website. You can see that right now by heading to clickorlando.com and click on top stories. She had quite an insight on this.
Always good to know the history. Eric Sandoval, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
New at 11 now.